Started out alive, man, that was the play. Streaming every night, building up the sway. But as the sight faded, had to find my way. Now I'm hopping platforms, surfing through the fray. Got my crew behind me, yeah, we call them givers. Chillin' IRL, catching all the rivers. Farkle in the chat, bringing loss to the grind. Talking cripple games while we sippin' Jack Fine. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. New Zealand vibes, surfing waves day to night. Always looking for the next thrill, that's where I ignite. Community so solid, always shining bright. Rolling deep and cruising for the height. From the struggle to the stream, it's all just a game. But with the giver found, we're making our name. Jack and crypto profits, life just gets sweeter. Hey, roll and let the good vibes flow. We're the givers, together in the show. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. In the moment, the life's a subtle wine. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. Script how we play a game. First start to the next time, chasing fame. With the gear behind me, changing season. Through the internet, living out the dream. Got my acoustic strong, curing and chill. Far cracking jokes, go stop the thrill. In the land of Kiwis, we ride the waves. Our most streams phone, no better days. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme.
The internet. It is Friday the 9th of January 2026 and welcome back to the channel. 2026. It's 2026. What? Holy crap, this has gone. What happened? Where did the time go? Where did the years go? 2026. I can't even believe I'm saying it. I can't believe it's here. Outdoors Woman 1976. Hi Gives. Hey Gives. Outdoors, I see you're on Twitch and I actually just changed up my Twitch or my bit rate so that Twitch would work. Do you know what happened at the beginning of this stream? I was going to go live at 3:30 and Beam wasn't working. I haven't streamed for a little while and Beam just would not connect. I tried SRT, I tried downing the bit rate, I tried removing outputs, I tried adding outputs, I tried resetting the stream key, I tried all the things and it just would not work. And then it did work. Dragon, how you going, Gives? I'm good, man. Dragon, I see some Twitch viewers. Okay, Twitch. Twitch could be the new platform. I am on, I believe I'm on everywhere. Yeah, I'm on DLive. I'm on Kick. I guess it'll be a little slow build here. Do you know what though? It's a new year, so I thought what would be a great stream would be to look at how the rest of the planet celebrated New Year's Eve. I'm doing well, and how are you? I'm doing well too, man. I'm doing well, Dragons. Dragons 20A. Yeah, I'm doing well. So that's the idea, just to have a look at some content, some videos about how the planet celebrated New Year's Eve. I want to look at sort of like the timeline from like New Zealand to like Sydney, because that's my hometown. Mind you, I wasn't in Sydney for New Year's. So New Zealand, Sydney, and then I want to go further to, I've got them tabbed out. I forgot what I tabbed. Oh yeah, I want to go to China, Shenzhen, because that place was pretty amazing when I was there. Not even with fireworks, but with LED lights. And I got a video for Shenzhen Light Show. And then Berlin. I heard there was some nasty fireworks incidents going down in Berlin town, Germany. So I want to have a look at that. And then we've got, well, of course, New York. We've got to take a look at the clock thing, right? The ball drop, New York. And then probably round out with Vancouver. What was that? Something landed on my face just then. Something fell out of my roof and landed on my face. Yeah, Vancouver would be interesting to have a look at. These are just places that I'm interested in. Maybe there's others that I don't know of, and maybe you can put a little linky poo in the chit chat as we go along. So that's the plan. I do want to grab myself a coffee of sorts and a biscuit and cruise on in, and then we'll take a look at. Well, no. Well, hold on. What did I do for New Year's Eve? I celebrated with some old friends up in, well, not Newcastle, but north of Newcastle. Took GoVan up, parked up in the backyard, like a little reserve kind of backing onto forest area. And my friend Greenie and his wife Susan, they run, well, you guys know this, the gin bar, Lemon Tree Passage Distilling. So they had the gin bar open for one of the nights, the New Year's Eve. And then on New Year's Eve, we partied at home and drank, you know what? I didn't have a drink until 10:30 p.m. because we were jamming. We jammed. There was a whole bunch of musicians there from Greenie's church, and we jammed. We jammed on a whole bunch of cool songs. I wrote them. I recorded them and wrote them down. We jammed on The Verve, The Drugs Don't Work. We jammed on the Pixies, Where Is My Mind? We jammed on the Nirvana, Where Did You Sleep Last Night? The cover. We jammed on Light My Fire by The Doors, and we jammed on Ween, what Dina was talking about. And we made some video. Oh, we also made videos of what was that song? Powderfinger, My Happiness. So it was fun. And then I found some rad frogs. Man, there was some great. I thought they were dainty tree frogs. They were. No. What were they? They weren't dainty tree frogs. They were. Oh, I always forget this frog. I'll show you a picture. It doesn't matter what they're called. The fact is, they were absolutely beautiful, and there were so many of them in his yard. Oh, turn my volume, my brightness down here. Look at this. That's still too bright. Why is that so bright? I guess there's lights on here. Look at that. What a cute little frog. So sick. They were babies. Oh, that was the biggest one. No, this is the bigger one. Pretty rad. And then the day of New Year's Day, we took out, so Lemon Tree Passage is on Port Stephens, and we took out Greenie's not super skewer, no longer running the skewer. He's running a Thundercat, and we took that thing out and went out into Shoal Bay, where there was an incident. Someone broke their neck. Shit. They jumped off the jetty, which everyone was doing. Like lots of kids were hurling off this main wharf there at Shoal Bay. And when we were there, it was kind of strange. I must have missed it by moments because we went from Shoal Bay to Nelson Bay. And by the time we got to Nelson, there was all manner of fire sirens and police and ambulance, and the Westpac chopper came in. And apparently someone had hurled off that wharf and hit the bottom, which is weird because the tide was quite high from what I remembered. We had to go there and, by the way, I could show you this. We had to go there and check stock in the bottle shops that Greenie stocks the Lemon Tree Passage distilling products. This one here, the Black Marlin, this is a whiskey bottled at 47.47 ABV. That only means something to Greenie and the old guys. He gave me a bottle of that to make a review of. And he also filled it absolutely to the brim. Like you can't get that any fuller. The Black Marlin. There's a story behind the Black Marlin. The only time, or not the only time, but the story is someone caught a Black Marlin in Port Stephens on a hand line, right, from shore or something. So we took his boat out to go and check these local bottle shops for stock. And then there was a big swell, like a lot of ocean swell coming through. And we went out into like the inlet of the bay and we actually surfed this Thundercat on the waves. And Greenie was like, Greenie goes, I don't know, I don't want to put me and you in danger. And I was like, when has that ever stopped you in the past? Because he's pretty known to be a little reckless in his super skewer days. And yeah, we were surfing down these waves and, you know, at one point I almost hurled out for a body surf. It was, picture being in the middle of a bay, like the open ocean out past the the headland, and then you're in the middle of this bay, and there's just pretty impressive waves. Like if I had a surfboard, I would have got Greenie to tow me in, and I would have ridden some of them. So we did all that. Then we had that jam. Pretty fun times. I went camping as well the next night. I went down, or the couple of nights later. I think I stayed till, I don't know, second or third or something. And I went camping out in Govan, even though I didn't bring anything with me. Like I didn't bring any of the equipment. Oh, you know what I've got to do? Keep forgetting. I've got to open up the awning and let the water out, because I closed it and it was wet, and it's been been about 5 days. I probably should do that immediately. It's probably going to get moldy, but it was good to just take Govan out for like a dry run, if you like. Get out there and see how things are working with it. Mind you, I didn't bring the full streaming setup, and I didn't bring the bigger solar blanket. I just ran with the two on the roof, and I parked up at Greenie's place for 5 days, 4 nights, and didn't need to plug into power at all. I got enough charge off the solar to charge my laptop each time. I edited a video there. I've still got to post that. And then Greenie and I dumped a whole bunch of footage. He's given me a whole stack of his mini DV tapes and a whole bunch of Hi8 tapes. One of them that's broken. I've got to actually repair it. I'm digitizing all this for him. And you know what? The funny thing about that, by the way, there's not just these. I'm going to show you how many mini DV tapes he's given me. Check this out. There's more than you could imagine. I don't know how well you can see this, if you can see it all. Up top here, a whole line of mini DV tapes. I think there's 30 mini DV tapes up top there. I'll count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28 of them. And you know the irony of that? I've got this mini DV deck, like a JVC multi, like SVHS mini DV Firewire output. So whatever you play through the VHS or through the mini DV goes down that Firewire pipe. And I've had that for sale on Marketplace. And I shit you not, the day that I came home with these tapes to digitize, someone messaged me, "Hey man, can I come and pick it up? I'll pay you cash." Like, I actually lied to him and said, well, actually I didn't lie to him. I said, I'm not home. I technically wasn't home. I was about to be home, but I technically wasn't. I said, I'm available today, the 9th of January. I said, I'm available on the 9th. And he said, I'll come tomorrow. So that thing's now sold, because I spent the last day and a half just running each tape through, capturing it all for Greenie. The irony of that is that thing's been for sale for at least, maybe 2 years, year and a half. And now just when I needed it, it's going to get sold. Well, I don't really technically need it. I don't need it because I've still got this guy. I've still got the actual video camera that plays back mini DV tapes. Also has obviously the Firewire output. Where is that? Haven't used this in so long. Yeah, there. It's also got the Firewire output on the front there. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So I can still digitize. And I've also got my original camera bag. This is the only camera bag I've ever owned for video cameras from like 1999 or something. But in here there is a Hi8 camcorder. Digital 8, you might see where it says it somewhere here, Digital 8. That plays back 8mm and Hi8 tapes, and also plays them out via the Firewire so you can capture them. Why is that important? If you didn't have Firewire, you'd be capturing it analog style through the composite cables. Not so cool. Anyway, that's my little New Year's saga. I'd like to go and get that coffee. I did go surfboarding, as I'm going to call it from now on. I did surfboard today. I've got a clip for you. When I come back, we'll take a look at these different New Year's celebrations with a coffee and a cookie. That sounds like a good plan. I'll be right back. All right. Hey, I don't know if this was the right thing to do or not, but I put in my coffee, can you see that? I put in cake cream, like whipped cream from that compressed air can thing. I don't know, I just thought, why not? It's 2026. Let's do things a little differently back here. Hey, by the way, Dragons or Outdoors Woman, if you're still watching on Twitch, can you let me know if the stream's okay on Twitch? Because I know they require a specific bit rate, and I've always gone above that, and I'm going to go lower than it now. So I'm just, I don't know, like, yeah. Just let me know if it's still working. I don't know if it has been working or if it's been intermittent. Comes and goes. Twitch is a bit funky, and I don't know. I'm not really worried about Twitch. I'm not really worried about any sites at the moment, but man, that's so sweet now. All right, let's move on and take a look at these little lined up videos I've got going on here. The first one is from Live Now from Fox. This is New Year's Eve fireworks in New Zealand. Why did I choose New Zealand for the first one? It's obvious. It's the first land that receives the new year, right? The date starts in that date. Who did that on DLive? Wow! I've got to go back and have a look at DLive just for a second. Excuse me. Davo with a lemon. Thank you, Davo. Appreciate you, man. Davo, how you going, man? Good to see you. Good to know you. Good to have you. Yeah, the date line, and then the first land that gets the new year is New Zealand. That's why I thought it'd be pertinent to go and have a look at this video. Let's make it full screen.
Let's head out live now, though, to New Zealand because we don't want to miss as they ring in the 2026 New Year. So it's going to take us out there next. The countdown is on.
The countdown. That's Auckland, right? Can I say Auckland's not a very nice city? I've been there a few times. Not a great city. I don't know. A 1 minute countdown. Should we skip forward? I guess I can skip forward a little. Everyone's excited. 46 seconds still? Let's go forward. 20 seconds, we'll go from there. Everyone's going, yes, bro, the new year, bro. Cheers, sure, bro, sure. That's how they talk over there, bro. Oh, wow. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, they chose white. Oh. Okay. Wait, was that their harbour bridge? That's lame. Come on, NZ. What a lame bridge. Ugh. Wait till you see our bridge, Sydney. I guess that's Maori for Happy New Year. Yeah, that's a pretty underwhelming looking bridge. That looks cool though. pretty windy. Okay, I'm just gonna say I'm not that impressed. Can we I don't know, like fireworks, get to the finale. Is it wrong to skip through this? I always think, I don't know. I always think like people are homeless and then they're blowing up fireworks at New Year's. They could have spent all that money on like food and stuff. Okay, that was at their end, not my end. Let's just skip forward to the El Grande El Finalo. That does look impressive, though. It almost looks like it's something's wrong, but it's not. It's a celebration. Welcome to your new year. Okay, that must be the finale. We've gone past it. Happy New Year! Okay, that looks good. That's impressive. It's like water. Don't cut to that. That's how that ends? Okay. Okay. Well, there it is, folks. The first of the continent to embrace the new year was New Zealand, obviously. That's Auckland. I always thought that back in the day when 1999 became 2000 and there was the millennium bug, the Y2K, I always thought, why didn't the world look towards New Zealand? If all shit's going to break loose when 99 becomes 2000, it's going to happen there first. Like New Zealand's going to get it, and then what, 2 hours after? I think we're 2 hours behind in on the east coast of Australia. We'll get it then, and then west coast of Australia. And so you could have time to see if anything actually did happen. Of course, nothing did happen. Let's move on here to the Sydney fireworks, which I have not seen yet. 46 seconds. That's a good countdown. Now, look, this is how you do a bridge. This is how you do a harbour bridge. Take that, Kiwis. "25 seconds. I can skip forward. Oh, the lights come on. Ooh, nice. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Oh, that's cool. Hey, one's early. Oh, pan back. You're too tight. Wow. The director's like, get wider. You're too tight. Oh, look at that. Holy moly. Wow. Okay, that's impressive. Damn. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, right. The ones in New Zealand or in Auckland were just off one building. This is like the whole cityscape. weird how they mic this up? Hey, who did that on DLive? I see a donation on DLive. Who did that? Was that you again, Davo? No, that was a follow from Giggle Pickles. Giggle Pickles? Thanks for the follow. Yeah, it's funny how they mic these up because there's so many different explosions. We're getting, like, all the audio is kind of out of sync. Oh shit. Did that just stall? Is that a live feed? Yeah, that's a live feed. I'll just say this too. I wouldn't want to be just I don't know, like just being around all that amount of people. I wouldn't want to be there. It's good to watch it from a distance, but to be there and after Bondi and, you know, various other extreme activity, I don't know if I'd want to be anywhere near that. Whoa, that's impressive. Imagine being on one of those yachts in the harbour though. Okay, I got to tell you, I feel like I want to see the finale. Love watching fireworks, Davo, on DLive? Yeah, man. I don't know, like, is it wrong to skip through it? I just want to sort of see the big, you know, the big schmozzle at the end. Because to be fair, this is impressive, but it's kind of repetitive as well. You know what I mean? Like, it once one's gone off, I guess unless it changes color like this, the green is kind of unique. I wonder why they don't incorporate drones, like light shows at the same time. You might say, well, think about it, you idiot. They're exploding fireworks. They can't put drones up. They probably still can, right? You could make a drone that can go through fireworks. Imagine the footage you'd get. Okay, let's get to the big finale. Smoky. Okay, this looks like coming up finale style. The Opera House looks pretty rad. Come on, give me the big bang. Okay, we'll just skip forward and then we'll go back once we've missed it. See, it's hard to tell when the finale's coming because it's all impressive. Feels like it's ramping up. Spotlights are on. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool. Waterfall. Damn. How come it's not the whole bridge though? That is pretty cool. Damn. Obviously there's no traffic on that bridge at this stage. That's cool. Like a waterfall of flame. Huh. Ooh. Okay. Looks like a pretty still night too, not a lot of breeze. Okay, that's cool. Ooh. Okay, then they're going all out here. Kablam. I thought that was coming up to the end, but apparently not. Damn, this would have cost a fortune. Okay, the wide shot means it's coming to an end, right? Ooh. Wait. Wait, what? No big bang at the end? Just a fizzle out? That's a disappointment. Whoa, what did I miss? Hang on. That's how that ends? I guess that was the big bang at the end? Okay, man, maybe yeah, okay, that's impressive. Okay, I missed that. I don't know, I must have looked down for a second and didn't see that. That's how Sydney experienced the New Year's. We're going to move on now to, funnily enough, I did mention why don't they include drones? Well, Shenzhen in China, when I was there in sometime whenever, we were in this hotel overlooking the city. I guess, well, to spoiler it, we were looking at that view there basically from our hotel, and it was just random nights, and there was just like the whole place was just lit up with LEDs. Like it was crazy. I remember asking I was like, hey man, what's on tonight? And he's like, no, this is just every night, dude. They just do this all the time. They light up buildings. So I reckon, I don't know if there's going to be fireworks on this one, but I reckon this one's going to be very interesting just for the fact, it's pretty loud, for the fact that they've got such an LED business over there. What's that? Those kids throwing shit? What are those lights coming out of the sky? Must be kids throwing toys up in the air or something. Look at those buildings, man. So what I'm saying is when I was there, they were doing this, but not to that scale, but it was every night there'd be something like that on the building facades. Not as extreme as that, but... Mind you, this is the electronic city, right, Shenzhen? You can go anywhere in that, if you need anything in that city, like if, let's say you need a USB cable that has, for some reason, it's got 3 split USB-A and a Type-C and something else, something obscure, you can go and find it in a store, and if they don't have it, they'll make it for you. That's bizarre. I made the dumb decision to buy a set of headphones before I left Australia. I needed new earbuds. As soon as I got there, I went to a store and there was just like a wall of different earbuds to buy. Yeah, that's kids flicking those up in there. Okay, we get the point. Is there going to be any... I mean, it's impressive, right? Not denying the impression. They're not going to use any fireworks, I guess. You kind of want to just see some explosions as well, right? Let's skip on. This is a lengthy video, so we'll skip on. Fairway in. This gimbal this guy's running with is a bit obnoxious as well. Okay, I mean, it's impressive, but I don't know. It's very impressive, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Okay, it's all kind of the samey same, isn't it? Shenzhen Light Show, New Year's Eve 2025. No fireworks. Don't need it. They got their own lights. The lights become fireworks. Okay, that's cool. Now turn them off. Like that. That means go back to your homes. It's done. It was good. Not going to say it wasn't good. Now, what happened in Germany? I got 3 videos for this. Berlin, there was something that went down. Firework madness and chaos. Berlin turns into a war zone. Let's take a look at the Berlin fireworks, and then we'll get into the news reports about what happened. Wow. There's a lot of people there. Holy moly. This was like an edit. Okay, oh, this is kind of short. I'll let this run. I was going to skip forward, but I'll let it run.
Happy New Year, everyone!
What? That was English. Someone edited that over the top, surely. Alright, here comes the big finale. Okay. Not a huge finale. So let's move...
Happy New Year, Berlin!
Let's move on and take a look at these news reports about fireworks madness. So kids letting off fireworks in the streets. Now, mind you, from what I understand and from when I've been there, I didn't think fireworks were illegal. I thought this was pretty common. Most of Europe, you can just go and let them off willy-nilly. Definitely in the UK, you could. I remember in Sheffield, you could just go in and buy them willy-nilly. Okay, maybe not aiming them at traffic. Probably not a good idea. Yeah, okay, so normally they go up in the sky. These are going horizontally. They're meant to go vertically, not horizontally. This is not good. This is probably why people got in trouble. I mean, shit. If you were driving there, you wouldn't know what's going on. Right? You'd like, is this part of the thing, or is this just kids? And by the way, like, I can't see anything. You drive into a wall or a pole or something. Yeah, this taxi's like, I'm not driving through that. Because, I mean, your vehicle could catch fire, right? I mean, that's so someone that works in a firework manufacturing plant stole a bunch, right? Like that's a lot of firecrackers just to have kids letting off. That's like a demonstration. Who's lighting them all? Where are they all coming from? Pretty impressive. What whoever's done this. Kind of weird. They're all kind of low to the ground. They're not like super high fireworks. Weird. There's got to be a story behind that. Like, I mean, I've got one more report, but what's going on here? Doesn't really say. That's criminals attacking the police by launching fireworks at them? Wow. Madness. Beirut. Beautifully shot. Looks like fun. So there's another report here. Violence erupts in Berlin. Police fail in fireworks ban. Oh, there was a ban on fireworks. No shit. Okay. Obviously that didn't really work. These guys got caught. What's the... So people were getting nailed for it by the looks of it. Shit. Okay, we get the gist. I thought this might have been a story, but it's just constant footage. What's going on here? Oh, they're all getting inspected to get into the town square, I guess. Fireworks for Bolton. What was in the green there? Oh, sparklers are okay. No explosives, but sparklers are good. So these are the official ones? Apparently not. So they didn't give a shit. People were just letting them off willy-nilly. I wonder what the fine was. I wonder what happened. You get taken to jail for the night? I mean, it's pretty easy to spot someone like leaning over with a cigarette lighter. This guy's obviously got caught. I kind of want to ask ChatGPT. I'll bring it up. It seems a bit extreme, right? Like, to tackle people for letting off fireworks. Like, what is the real crime here? I mean, okay, they banned them for the night, but typically they're illegal. Like, you can use fireworks, from what I understand anyway. I better check that, but wonder what. Let me pull up the GPT machine, and let's just find out what actually happened. What happened in Berlin on New Year's Eve with the firework ban? Searching the web. Here's the latest. Partial bans were enforced, but not a full citywide prohibition. Berlin didn't completely ban fireworks everywhere, but several firework-free or pyrotechnics ban zones were enforced. These included areas such as Alexanderplatz, parts of the Neukölln and Schönenberg, certain central squares where only small sparklers... Okay, yeah, we saw that. The bans ran for set hours. Yeah. Steep fines. Okay. Safety concerns and debates were intense. Calls to tighten rules to impose a broader ban. Police unions, medical groups cited hundreds of injuries, including attacks on emergency workers. Oh, shit. Petitions with millions of cities. So people wanted it to have to be a ban. It's not new. Every year, Berlin's New Year's Eve fireworks tradition sparks fierce debates. Celebrations were still huge and chaotic. 25,000 people celebrated around Brandenburg Gate. Outside these thermal zones, law enforcement. On the night, reports say hundreds of people were arrested. Police and fire services handled thousands of emergencies, including burns, fires from e-scooters and buildings. E-scooters exploded or they lit them up? The outcome, the ban zones helped a bit, but not a total calm. Firework ban zones did make specific areas quieter and safer. The rest of Berlin still had a lot of fireworks, legal and illegal. I want to know what the fine was. What was the fine worth if you got caught? If you got caught setting off fireworks. Want to see if it's worth anyone's while. How big the fines could be. If you set off fireworks in designated ban zone, they hit you the fine anywhere from a few hundred to several thousand euro. Holy shit. 50,000. Theoretical maximum fine, 50,000 euro. Damn. Examples. Recent information brief specifically about Berlin, blah, bling, blang, blang, could lead up to 10,000 euro. What affects the size of the fine? The size of the firework? The type and the power of the fireworks. Bigger, more dangerous, higher fine. Okay. Whether people were endangered. Yep, fair enough. Whether it was a designated ban zone rather than just outside the allowed hours. Okay. Besides a fine, you could have the confiscation. Okay. Bottom line is, if you caught setting them off, you were banned in Berlin, you could look at anything from a few hundred euro to 10,000 euro fine. Let me just ask, did anyone get fined? Let's see if there's any record of any fines. There were consequences, but actual fines handed out seem to have been very rare or not widely reported. Lots of arrests and police action, but very few specific fines. Official statements are not out yet. It's been 9 days. Schnell, Deutschland. It's been 9 days since then. Okay, so there you have it. You didn't want to be caught letting off fireworks in Berlin and the ban zones because you could cop a fine. Let's move on to arguably the biggest city for New Year's Eve, and that would be New York City with their ball drop, right? Let's see. Where are we at time-wise in this? "59 seconds, that's good. Can we skip forward though? Just cut to the chase. There we go. Wait. They cut to someone kissing? They didn't see the ball go down. Oh, it's okay. My apologies. It's coming down behind it. I thought that's it. And then cut to these dudes making out. All this ticker tape parade stuff. It's all going to be cleaned up the next day, huh? Is kissing a thing in New York City on New Year's Eve? No fireworks? Boring. I can't play that. I know I'm going to get copyright stung for Frank Sinatra. So we'll just have to lower the volume and then pretend we're hearing Frankie Boy. Okay. I'll just ramp it up every now and then. Can't be playing that. That guy's saying something. Okay. Planet Fitness must have been a big sponsor. Okay. I guess you've got to be there to really... What happened to the volume? Did they lose their volume on this? We lost volume. It looks like they might have got stung as well. Who uploaded this? Associated Press. No, they'd have a license surely for Frank Sinatra, but it's nothing in there. There's no volume. There's no volume there. I mean, it makes it easier for me. It's kind of tedious. I don't know. I don't know what we thought it would be like, but looks cold. Boring. Let's move on to this last one. Vancouver, Granville Street, a place I'm very familiar with. That's why I wanted to see what went down in Granville Street in Vancouver. It's funny, man. I know this street very well. Lived just around the corner. But when I went back there in 2016, it was so different in such a short amount of time too. So I don't recognize anything. I mean, why would I? It's been a while, but let's skip forward a little. Okay. It's like just a lot of mingling. Oh, that. I kind of recognize. No, I don't. I can't even remember. Oh no, there was a bar called Sugar. I remember Sugar. And there was the Orpheum. I know where that's Robson, isn't it? I know where that is, the Pacific Center. It's pretty I thought there might have been fireworks. It's just a whole bunch of dudes hanging out. The Vogue. I know that joint. Definitely went in there. Okay, that's still there. Cool. No one drinking. That's interesting. I thought street drinking was pretty much legal. Or at least not frowned upon, but no one's got a beverage in their hand. Anyway, I thought that'd be interesting to look at, but it actually isn't that interesting. It's just a whole bunch of dudes walking around the streets. I don't know what I thought that would be, but it's not, well, I mean... Oh, wait, is that the ice skating rink? Nah. Yeah, I don't know what I thought that would be, but it's not kind of really, it's not really hitting it for me. So let's, well, look, let's just say Happy New Year 2026, whatever entails for you. It's a new year and people celebrated and had fun. I'm going to be streaming more now, back in the swing of things. I do have some ideas of things that I want to do on streams, and including getting back out there with GoVan and streaming. I know I haven't done that for quite a while. Just going on that sort of like one night camping mission back from Greenies, I kind of decided that I'm going to get out there and do either more overnight streams or even just chilling out on the bench with beers streams. These bedroom streams and just talking about stuff, they're good and they're fun, but I think what I always enjoyed more was getting out in nature and like being on, you know, like sitting on a rock or something and just looking at this big view and having people that want to see that as well, having people in the chat that want to hang out and see Australia. So I'm gonna work on getting that set back up. I've still got Starlink Mini, which I've still got to put back on GoVan, and my GoPros are all ready to go. I've got some stuff that needs to be done for it, but in the next, say, week or two. Oh, the other thing is, this is what okay, so when I was doing IRL streaming before from GoVan, like the Uluru trip, I was using Go Lightstream. And during that time, they announced Studio 2 as the update. And in fine print, they always had an asterisk saying, like all the features, then at the very bottom, asterisk RTMP video source coming soon. And so I thought that meant, well, I know what that meant. It means you can't use that new studio to send a signal remotely. That's what RTMP does, right? You're sending a video feed into the studio, which is hosted in the cloud, and the studio is then sending it out to all the platforms, adding overlays and chats and everything. In the new studio, they said that was coming soon. So I was always waiting to get that feature, and it still says coming soon on the website. So I just dropped them a line saying, hey guys, what's going on with that coming soon? Because I really want to use that new product, but only if I can send an RTMP feed to it. And they said, which I didn't even, like sometimes I miss the most obvious things. They said, if you want to do an RTMP feed, why don't you just use the existing studio, the one that's not Studio 2. And I was like, wait a second. So the studio is still there? You still got Studio? You don't have to use Studio 2? And they're like, no, you can just sign up to use the old one. So I'm just going to sign up to use the old one, and it's going to work the same as it did before. Not only does it have RTMP feeds, so you also have access to all the overlays, so we can get the on-screen chat and everything. But it also has low bitrate, stream fail-safe. So if I drive somewhere and the stream, like the Starlink, doesn't get a clear signal, instead of the stream dropping, it just cuts to a JPEG that I put up, says, by the way, I'll drop my bitrate, I'll be back shortly, and we're good to keep going. I mean, yeah, so that's going to happen. I'm going to sign back up, and it's not that expensive. I think it's like $450 a year or something. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to get back out there, and I reckon the first place I go to will be George Boyd Lookout. That's one of my favorite lookouts on the south coast here. Now that we've got Starlink, though, we could go. Dude, I know we can go anywhere. Anywhere there's a clear line of sight, which usually from a lookout, that's pretty clear line of sight to the sky. Yeah, so I'm going to do George Boyd Lookout, and then I'll camp out. Yeah, anyway, these are all shit that I want to do, and it's a new year, 2026. Thanks for hanging out. I know this, I haven't been live for quite a while, and I know that there's no one around, but I've enjoyed getting back into the swing of it. I hope you have, and I'll catch you guys on the next Flipside Stream Skis whenever that actually happens. I don't know when it will be, but sometime soon, ideally. That's my plan anyway. And I'm going to make videos too. I've got to make this review video. The Port Stevens Spirit of the Black Marlin. Ta-ta.
Now I'm hopping platforms, surfing through the fray. Got my crew behind me, yeah, we call them givers. Chillin' IRL, catching all the rivers. Farkle in the chat, bringing lost to the grind. Talking triple games while we sipping Jack Fine. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, life's a subtle rhyme.
Huh? Is that black bars on the bottom of the one?
Streaming through the night.
Black bars there?
New Zealand's vibe, surfing waves day to night. Always looking for the next thrill, that's where I ignite.